Hey there, and welcome to the Ultraman Connection Collectible Navi. Today we're going to check out the gigantic Ultra Brothers from X Plus.
Alright, we have 4 different boxes. So let's see what we got here. So I think we can make out the English text. So we have the X Plus Garage Toy Gigantic Series Ultraman, Ultraseven, the Return of Ultraman, or otherwise known as Ultraman Jack, and Ultraman Taro. So really cool. And if we look down at the bottom, here's the SH Figure Arts and Bandai 6-inch figures. So you can get a sense of the size of these gigantic figures from X Plus. Let's first look at the Gigantic Series X Plus Ultraman C-Type. So here we have Ultraman, and this is called the Steel Color version. So the Gigantic Ultraman C-Type was first released in October of 2016, and this figure stands about 50 centimeters tall or 20 inches. The Rick Boy version comes with light-up eyes and a color timer, and the figure is sculpted by Kenji Seki. This version that I have is the Steel Color version, which was released later in April of 2020. And he's still the same figure. It stands at 50 centimeters or 20 inches tall. And so it's the same figure from before, but the color scheme is slightly different from the 2016 version. And the figure retailed for 20,000 yen, or 150 US dollars with today's conversion rate. So as you see, here's the base, and there's a little on and off button. So let's flip the switch and see the magic. So it's really cool that once the light is on, it really gives Ultraman that really cool looking light. And if you look at this figure, man, X Plus did such a great job replicating like every detail. You can see the zipper line. So if you want like ultimate suit accuracy in a gigantic size figure, this is probably one of the best options out there. And this steel version, I don't have the original one to compare with, but this steel version you can see has a lot of kind of like if Ultraman was in battle, there's some like dirt around his body. And here we can see the details in the eyes, and if we turn off the light effect is pretty cool. So you can see it glows, and let's move the light to different angles. So this is what he looks like when he's in the nighttime. And if you put more light on him, the color, you can see more of his natural colors. So yeah, like it really replicated all those wrinkles in the suit and like the shoulders. So you can see it really gives you that style. The boots, the gloves. And here's the Bandai Movie Monster Series Shin Ultraman, and also the this is the New York Asian Film Festival exclusive Ultraman C-Type Bandai 6-inch figure. And here's a SH Figure Arts Ultraman figure, so we can definitely see the size difference with this X Plus gigantic figure. Alright, now we have the X Plus Gigantic Series Ultraseven, and this is also the steel color version. So this gigantic Ultraseven figure was first released in January 2018 and also stands at 50 centimeters or 20 inches tall. The Shonen Rick Boy version came with a light-up gimmick for the eyes and color timer. This version I have is the Steel Color version, which was released in April of 2021. And again, it also features a different color scheme, as well as a light-up feature from the first release. Now, the Ultraseven retailed for 21,384 yen, which is about 157 US dollars in today's conversion rate. And again, this figure also comes with a base. And all these figures comes with a stand, and I don't really use the stand, but here I can demonstrate what the stand looks like. So it has like 2 pegs, and then like a steel rod, and then like this kind of like a hook or like some sort of grabbing thing. So you can hold Ultraman or Ultraseven by the waist to kind of keep him up. But I think they stand pretty well on their own. But especially once you put his foot into the base, that peg kind of holds him in place. My Ultraseven for some reason kind of leans forward, so I'm gonna give the give this stand a try to see if it helps. But so far it doesn't seem to make much of a difference. But once you flip that switch on, man, that light up effect looks so good. Just really brings Ultraseven to life. But again, like if you want suit accuracy, you can't get any better than X Plus because it's really good, very accurate to what you saw from the show. So all the wrinkles and the armor is replicated very nicely, and with all the lights off, just the silhouette of Ultraseven and just the light on, it looks so cool. But yeah, even with low lighting, it really brings Ultraseven to life here. And let's take a look at the Bandai 6-inch figure on the right, and also the SH Figure Arts on the left, so you can see the size difference. Alright, now we have the return of Ultraman, or otherwise known as Ultraman Jack from the Gigantic series. Now this figure was first released in December 2018, stands about 50 centimeters or 20 inches tall. The version I have is the Return of Ultraman Sunset color version. So it comes in this cool two-tone color scheme, which is a great representation of Jack from his show. And this also comes with the light up feature for the eyes and color timer, and he retails for 21,780 yen, which is about $159 US with today's conversion rate. But yeah, I mean, this is really well done, and it's so cool, this two-tone color. So as you see, like the front has kind of like that golden tone, like reflecting from the sunset. But if you look from the back, he's, there's the normal colors of the silver and red. And if you look at all these details, like the old, like the bracelet and all the designs, it's so well done. And even the zipper, like by the neck, this really makes, like, even the boots and the gloves, it just brings Ultraman Jack to from your screen into, let's say, your living room or wherever you want to put them. And being the gigantic size figures, they really give you that presence of something very large. So it's really cool. But yeah, this is a great representation of Ultraman Jack. And this, it's really cool. These newer gigantic figures, the color timer has 2 modes. So you can change them to have the like the blinking mode with the red light, or you have the solid blue light. So it's really cool. I kind of wish Ultraman and Ultraseven also had this feature. Sadly, I currently don't own the Ultraman Ace gigantic figure or the Baltan Alien Baltan figure, but those two are also part of the Gigantic series. And yeah, even when you have the lights completely off, you can see the silhouette. It's just so cool. Yeah, and here's some more size comparisons. So I do have an Ultraman Jack that's a little beat up from my childhood, and also from Bandai, and the SH Figure Arts of Ultraman Jack. So again, huge difference in size. Alright, Gigantic series, Ultraman Taro. This figure was first released in January of 2022, and he stands 52 centimeters or 21 inches tall. The Shonen Rick Boy version has light up eyes, the forehead beam, and the color timer. And this figure retails for 21,780 yen, or $159 US in today's conversion rate. So yeah, really another outstanding representation of Ultraman Taro. Comes with a black base, so it's a little less distracting than the other bases. And I think he looks great. This is what when I look at Ultraman Taro, he really looks like the Ultraman Taro from my memory. And yeah, X Plus just really nails it on the dot. Like every tiny inch or centimeter on this figure is nicely replicated to bring that character to life. And as you see, I don't use the stand on these figures. They stand on their own pretty well. And knock on wood, I haven't had any trouble for the past year or so that I have him. And once you flip on that switch, that light, when the lights come on, wow, it's just so beautiful. Yep, so this is Ultraman Taro. So he also features 2 different modes, the still color timer in blue and the blinking red color timer. So very neat, very neat. So yeah, again, I currently don't have Ultraman Ace or Alien Baltan, but I'm glad I have these 4 figures. So yeah, I think they're great. X Plus does a great job, and I'm hoping to see more from X Plus. But yeah, even with low lighting, he looks really cool. Let's see, let's bring out. Alright, you can see the details in the eyes as well. You can see like kind of where the actors would look through the suit. So cool. Alright, here are all 4 of them. So yeah, it's just so great to see them. And being the gigantic series, they really stand out because of their size, and it just captures more of the detail than you can put on when they're like a smaller figures. And here's just for some fun, I have them lined up with the lights off so you can see them. So pretty neat. And one more look at them before we say goodbye to the X Plus Gigantic Ultra Brothers.
These gigantic figures are pretty awesome. X Plus just nails it with the details and accuracy. Not only do they make gigantic figures, but X Plus also makes the 25cm line, or the 10-inch scale, which is the Daikaiju series. Here is Ultraman Zero, and there is Ultraman Behio. But they pretty much have every kaiju and ultra hero from the show and movies, so it gives you a lot of different choices for your collection. And they're also very highly detailed, and some of the cool, like I think the Shonen Rick versions, which is like a special website, they have like the light up features, or you can swap the arms or heads out to change the poses. So it's very cool. Like I really love X Plus. And they also have this line called Defo Reel. So this is kind of like a chibi or super deformed style, which features like a big head and a small body. So you can see the head is a similar size to a gigantic figure, but you still get the X Plus quality and details in a miniature figure. And this one has a really cool looking pose. So this is Ultraman Z Alpha Edge. So yeah, I think it's also a smaller figure, so this allows you to have more shelf space for other collectibles. So yeah, I love the X Plus line. I think they make great products. So stay tuned for more on Ultraman Connection.